So before I jump into the demonstration, I have to do a risk disclosure. I've already talked to my legal people. Like, listen, what I'm showing you right now is for example purposes only. Okay. I am not a financial advisor. I am not a broker dealer. This is used as an example. Don't go out and say, well, Marcus said do this and it's going to make me a whole bunch of money. And then you try it and you lose money. It's not what I'm saying. I am giving you a demonstration of how to do this. Investment has risks no matter what. There is no guarantees in trading. Although I'm going to show you the thing that's working for me the best right now, that doesn't mean that it's going to work on the next trade that you take. So if you go, well, Marcus said that it works 70% of the time, so I'm going to do max contracts on my brokerage account. And look, I just lost all of this money. Don't even try to sue me because believe me, my lawyers are more expensive than yours. I will win. Okay. So what I'm saying is just use this as an example, test this out in sim first, demonstrate that it's working for you, and then use this in your combine accounts. I'm not ever suggesting that you use this in your brokerage account anyway, because I don't talk to you about your brokerage account for this very reason of keeping myself out of trouble. All right. All right. So let's dive into this. So we're going to get into the proven combine strategy. Okay. This is what everyone is here for, whether you've been in the past cohorts or you're in this particular one. If you just get down what I'm saying today, and again, I'm going to take as much time as necessary to prove to you that this works. Okay. Once you do this part, you're going to be okay. So this is an RTY strategy. This only works from what I know with RTY. So don't ask that, will this work with NQ? Will this work with ES? Will this work with ZB? I don't know. Okay. I am showing you what works with RTY, a proven way to make money with RTY to pass these combines, sometimes with a 60 to 70% success rate. So use RTY for this. Next, it is a discretionary trading strategy, meaning that you actually have to click the button. You can try to use an auto trader, and I will provide you the automated version of this. But let me just tell you from the outset that the automated version of this routinely enters the trade late, meaning the signal comes, but it may get in 2 or 3 bars later. And by that time, you might be too late. You'll get stopped out, whatever the case is. So yes, the automated part of this will take the trades, but it may take it late. Most oftentimes it takes it late. I'm talking to the folks at Rightline to see if I can get it done faster. I've been talking to them for several months about this. They blame NinjaTrader. NinjaTrader blames them. Nobody really can say why it doesn't work the way it's designed to work. So I'm just giving you that warning in advance that this is something that works best if you click the button yourself. Don't just rely on an auto trader to do it, although I am providing you the strategy because I want to be thorough. Okay. This is also best if you use an end of day drawdown funding provider. So if you're an Apex fan, if you're a Leeloo fan, if you're a Bullinox fan, but you're using the trailing drawdown part of it, not the end of day drawdown, I'm not saying that this won't work, but the probability that you're actually going to pass this exam the first time is not as high as if you had an end of day drawdown. This requires that sometimes you may lose a couple of trades, and that's okay, but you don't want those losses to be so significant that then it triggers you to want to go because you don't have that much left in your loss limit to try and make that money back. So if you're up, let's say $1,500 on the day, but then you lose 3 trades in a row, okay, you're down $600, but you're still up $900 on the day. So at the end of the day, your drawdown will move up $900 as opposed to it being at $1,600, which is where you started losing if you had a trailing drawdown. So that means the U profits of the world, the Bullinox with the static drawdown part of it. Apex does have a I don't know if Apex does. Maybe they do. I don't remember what their static drawdown one is, but I know that they do have a static drawdown one, but I think it's like minuscule. It's like $1,500, so I don't even recommend it. But Tick is a huge one where they give you 10 or 12 accounts. You can qualify for some of these accounts in one day if you want to, but most importantly, they have an end of day drawdown, so you can use this strategy and it works best, right? So again, if I just said end of day drawdown and I'm in a session with you and you're saying that this isn't working with my Apex account, I'm going to tell you it's because I'm saying this works for an end of day drawdown. Okay. So I'm telling you the parameters for what you need to do in order to get this to work. If you're asking me questions outside of that and wondering why it's not working, it's because you're not listening. Next, it's tactically easy but it requires discipline, meaning that what I'm going to show you is incredibly simple. The hardest part is going to be waiting for this particular setup to show up and take the trade. You'll see that's kind of what the setup is. I could take that one and get in a little early because I think that's what's going to be the thing. Don't do it. If you were, I just lost a trade, but it might go back in the direction. Let me enter back into the trade. Don't, okay? You gotta have the patience to wait for this particular setup to show up. Once that setup shows up, you won't need the whole analysis paralysis bit. You don't have to worry about whether or not you're going to make money on the trade. If you lose a couple of trades, it's fine. It shows up enough times throughout the day, and the win rate is high enough that it's pretty simple for you to pass these exams and not hit your drawdown limit. Okay, that's what I'm trying to show you. So, without further ado, with 50 minutes of introduction, okay, let me show you, and I mean in real time, this strategy so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about. First, I will explain the specific requirements for when you should enter into the trade. And then I'm going to just show you throughout the day how many times this trade one shows up. And then in real time, we're going to track how much money it's making or losing, right? I'll show you here. I put together a spreadsheet, okay? That again, once this video gets rendered, you'll see it in your in the Wednesday session. So you'll have this Google Sheet. In fact, if I can, I'll put it in the chat for everybody right now. Watch what I'm doing first before you go and play with it, okay? But just understand that this link to the spreadsheet is already there for you. It's already done. So I'm going to use this spreadsheet, okay, to track what's going on with what we're doing. So this is an RTY strategy. So here is RTY. Let me see if I can make this even larger so that folks can do this. All right. And again, just for transparency's sake, to show you with actual receipts, okay, look, the chart is moving. This is a live chart. This isn't a screenshot. This isn't some old market data. This is actually happening in real time right now. This is the current market. I'm going to show you this strategy. I'm going to show you the different setups, and I'm going to show you that it genuinely works. And we're going to track it over here on this side. So let's rock and roll and do this. I want to make this one smaller. And then I'll move this one over so that we can rock and roll and get this done. Okay, so what I'm going to do is first I'm going to show you the actual setup itself, just where I see it show up. Then what I'm going to do is go back to the beginning of today. So today, you're going to see the real times that the trade showed up and whether or not it works. Then I'm going to go back to whenever this is. I think this chart is like 10 days long. I'm going to go back 10 days. I'm going to go and run the same scenario again to show you that it worked 10 days ago too. And then I have another chart from 9/22. And this one, look at the date down here. This is June 3rd. So I'm going back almost 4 months ago. I'm going to show you the exact same setup. And I'm going to show you that it worked even 4 months ago too. Okay. I'm trying to show you as much as I can so that you can trust that this is actually going to work for you and you don't have to worry about analysis paralysis. Now, let me explain the setup, and then I'm going to go back and in real time, we're going to keep a track of how this is working. I think for the first one, I'm just going to go through the day. So what is my P&L for this day? Then next, I'm going to go back to 10 days ago, and I'm going to literally take every trade that when the setup shows up, I'm not going to cherry pick. There may be 1 or 2 times where I'm like, it just doesn't make sense for me to take trades in this moment. And I will explain to you why I wouldn't take this trade, even though the signal showed up. But that's going to be like once or twice. It's not going to be me just cherry picking based on because I know it's not going to work. I'm going to show you exactly why I won't. Then I'm going to go back to another random time and show you that way as well. So here's the setup, okay? If you are unfamiliar with Rightline, I'll just explain kind of what you're seeing here. Rightline uses something called uniranko bars, which are basically just tick charts, okay? Meaning that it's not about the amount of time. So it's not a 2-minute chart, a 1-minute chart, a 5-minute chart. It's based on price movement. So for this particular thing, it's saying that every time that the price moves 5 ticks, in the same direction, okay, a new bar will show up. So from here to here, is 5 ticks. From here to here is 5 ticks. From here to here is 5 ticks. From here to here is 5 ticks. Now, in this instance where the bar reversed, the reversal bar is 20 ticks, meaning that in order for a new bar to be formed in the opposite direction, you're losing 20 ticks, or it's a 20 tick movement before the next bar shows up, and then boom, 5 ticks, 5 ticks, 5 ticks. So that part you need to understand. This is not about time, it's about ticks. Now, another part, without going through everything that's here, I'm just going to explain this setup. The first part of the setup is that you need to have the proper background, meaning that you want to have either a strong uptrend, which is going to be this green background here, saying that the institutions are moving in a strong upward direction. Or you need to have a pink background, which I will scroll to find one that makes sense. Sorry. Okay, here, there's one. So this is a pink background. The pink background denotes that the institutions are now moving in a strong downward direction. There is a strong institutional sell-off in that moment. That's what that means. So the first criteria is, do I have a green up background or a pink down background? Now, what I look for confirmation for whether or not I should enter the trade when the background is that color is when this dot shows up. This red dot that you see here, okay? What this is saying is if you look down here at the bottom, and if you don't have right line charts, just follow along with what I'm saying. But for those that do have right line charts and been through my masterclass, you know what I'm talking about. Here is their version of like a Laguerre or oscillator or whatever, but it's basically saying that the strength of the trend, and it locks at either a 1 for a strong upward direction, or it locks at 0 for a strong downward direction. Once it locks at the bottom at either 0, when it locks at 0, a red dot shows up above the candle that you're on. If it locks at the top, okay, for a strong upward trend, then a green dot will show up. What I am saying, and it's just this simple, and you can pass these combines 70% of the time, if you have the background and the dot correlated, meaning that it's a pink background, strong down direction, and a red dot, which means that the correlation, the trend is locked at the bottom, enter into the trade. Don't wait a second. Don't do any of that. Go and use this button here on this thing to go sell on down close. At the very, when this bar closes, just sell. That's all you have to do. Just click one button to sell on down close. Conversely, now, and then also let me keep this on top just so I can use this and show this as an example. Conversely, when you see that there is a green background, okay, and a green dot shows up, when the first candle that closes with a green background and a green dot, you buy on up close, right? I don't care about anything else. I'm not talking about volume. I'm not talking about any of this other stuff when it comes to RTY. It's really just that simple. Green background, green dot, you buy on the next candle. Pink background with a red dot, you sell one down close for that next candle, meaning you click these two buttons, okay? Does that make sense? Does anybody need clarity on that before I show you the examples of just how often this works? So we're all on the same page? Wonderful. All right. So here I'm looking, this is 8 o'clock in the morning. Let me just go back to the end just to make sure that it's the same day. So this is 1600. I'm just going to go back to 12 noon. I mean, to midnight. 23. Shoot. Okay, now I'm lost. Sorry. Let me just go back here. I just want to make sure I don't skip the day. All right. So scrollsies, 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 scrollsies. All right, here we go. This is 3 a.m., 2 a.m., 1 a.m. And again, I am not going to cherry pick. There may be 1 or 2 times where you hear me go, here's the reason why I just won't take this particular trade. But for the most part, I'm going to just show you. So there's not going to be any confirmation bias here, meaning that I've seen the other candles and I'm like, oh, I wouldn't have taken that trade. So just understand what I'm saying here. Again, you're seeing that these dots show up, but the backgrounds aren't correlated. So here, even though the red dots are here, it's not, the background isn't correlated. I'm ignoring all of this, all of this, all of this. Okay. This first trade, I'm going to count it, but I'm going to tell you in most instances, I would not take this trade. And here's why. The downtrend started all the way the hell back here. So we're about 14, 15, 16 candles in before this pink background shows up. You're probably not going to get much more of that move. But for the sake of example purposes, I'm going to put that I entered into that trade in that moment and I lost, meaning that each one of these new ones are going to be 5 ticks. And I would need 1, 2, 3, 4 of these candles to form for me to get my 20 ticks, which is the amount that I'm trying to get to win this trade. It's just a $100 trade. Okay. Again, Rio, I know I shouldn't count it, but like what I'm trying to say is that like, I want to just show the example of like, I'm not trying to just cherry pick trades specifically, that this strategy works. Okay. And you can use another level. You can use another level to understand why you wouldn't enter into those trades, but I just want to give these examples. So again, all of this, the background isn't correlated. Boom, here we go. Pink background, red dot. I'm looking for 4 candles in the downward direction. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's a winner for me. That's 20 ticks. So now we're 1 and 1. Okay, we're down $20 with the fees. The other thing that I want to point out here is that with my particular ATM strategy, what I do is if I go 10 ticks in the direction that I want to go, my stop loss moves to break even. Because I'm using an end of day drawdown, I'm not so concerned about if it reverses on me 10 ticks and I'm out of the trade for break even. I would much rather lose the 10 ticks either way than to have it reverse on me a full. So I'm up 10 ticks for it to reverse a full 30 ticks on me. Now in the advanced strategy, I'll show you a way around that, but I'm just showing you the basic strategy right now. So in this basic strategy, we have a total of 2 trades. We're net positive 0, meaning we're pretty much broke even. Okay, we're 1 and 1, down $20. Here, enter into another trade, 1, 2, 3, meaning it's gone 15 ticks in my direction and reverses. This is a break-even trade. My stop loss, my auto trail would have turned on and it would have got me out of the trade at break even. Keep moving. Another green one. Enter right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a winning trade. We are currently up $160 and it is 6 o'clock in the morning. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Here, another candle. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have won another trade. 3. Keep going, rocking and rolling. Here, 1, 2. My stop loss has now moved to break even. It's reversed on me. I have broke even on that trade. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Dot shows up here. Again, now, to Rio's point, you saying I'm not selling into support, I'm not selling into resistance. I know full well that when this bar closes, I'm directly at some sort of resistance line that's right here. That's why I'm telling you I'm not cherry picking. Like I'm just showing you the raw data in terms of how this works. Some people won't take this trade, other people might. I'm saying I'm just going to take them all. So here, entering into here, although probably would I have taken this trade, maybe, maybe not in my actual trading account that I care about. But here, 1, 2, 3, 4, we made money. We're up 4 trades today. So for most people, right? We're saying in order for you to pass these combines, you need to be net positive, what, like 10 or 12 trades? Meaning that if you just went net positive 1 trade a day, you would qualify for this account in less than a month. And I'm just showing you this is 7 o'clock in the morning. So this is the first 7 hours of the day, and we're already up 2.8 trades. Okay. Just to show you this is possible. Now, boom, right here, stopped out. There's only 1 5-tick candle here. So I know that's going to be an absolute loser. Same one here. Okay. Actually, let me look at it. 1, 2, the dot showed up. Yep, another loser. So this is 3. So we were up to money. Now we're back down to money, and that's fine. Because again, with an end of day drawdown, and this number here, this P&L includes fees. I'm not going to go into like the details of like how I created this formula, but the formula includes the fees. So all of this is like real-time data. Okay. So here we go. Another trade. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a winner. 5. Here's another one. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6 winning trades. Here's another. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 7 winning trades. Nothing going on. Nothing going on. This one here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8 winning trades. Now, in most instances, okay, it's 9:22. I think this is an Eastern Standard Time. So this for me is 8 minutes before the open. I'm already up $870. Before the day even starts, I'm done trading for the day. With 10 funded trading accounts, I'm currently up $8,700. That's enough money for anybody on any single trading day. Okay. I'm trying to show you that this genuinely works. but I'm saying it in this sort of way for you to understand to not be greedy. Okay. You can get your money and stop. You can get your money and stop. You can get your money and stop. No, Anthony, I'm scalping 20 ticks. Each one of these trades are 20 ticks. So it's 4 bars, but each new bar that closes is 5 ticks. So I'm actually getting 20 ticks or $100 per execution, meaning I'm risking $100 in terms of how much I'm going to win or how much I'm going to lose. But that's it. I'm not trying to scale to the moon. I'm not trying to get a 50-point move, anything like that. Okay. So here again, at $870 before the market opens, I would probably stop. Okay. But I'm just going to show you just how this thing will go throughout the rest of the day. So here we are. This one, 1, 2, my stop loss has been moved to break even. It reverses. That's a break even trade. Go back. Keep going. Green background, green dot, 1, 2, 3. It turns around on me. This is another break even trade. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is another winner. Waiting here, green dot. You would have sweated a little bit because it's reversing on you here, but the candle never closed in the opposite direction. But still, 1, 2, 3, 4. A winner, chicken dinner. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, but it reversed on the 4th candle. This is another break-even trade. Nothing. Waiting for the green. Here we go again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Winning trade. This is 11 winning trades. I'm currently up. This is 10:23 a.m. I'm currently up $1,400 just by taking this one little simple. Let the background be the same. Okay. Now notice here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Winning trade. Candle reverses. Green dots are still present. I'm entering in on the next winning bar going up because the dots are still there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guess what? Another winning trade. That's 12 winning trades. I'm up. So we did this one, that one reversed, that one, this one reverses, but the green candles are still here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is another winning trade. So that's 13 winning trades, 3 losses, and 5 break evens. Here's a great example. So this one, green background, green dot, but notice the direction that the bar closes. It closes down. It doesn't close up. I'm not entering on a bar that closes down. I'm looking for only ones that are going in the direction of the trend. I would not enter into this trade, although everything else is the same. But I would enter on this trade because the green dot is here. The green background showed up. It just so happened that the very next candle was a reversal. I don't know whether or not I'm going to win the next trade. That one is a loser. Waiting here, another one. I would enter in on this trade. Loser, so that's 5 losers. But then I would wait. Green background showed back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Winner, chicken dinner. We are up $1,500. We are halfway to passing our combine at just 11:21 in the morning on one trading day. I'm not saying this to say qualify for these accounts in one day. Listen to what I'm saying. But I'm saying there are enough trade opportunities here that at whatever time you're sitting down to go and trade, you don't have to watch this all day. You don't have to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning unless you choose to. But there are opportunities throughout the entire day to take these trades. Get your money, honey, and stop. Because in most cases, you only need to go up 1 or 2 trades a day to get to what you're trying to do. Discipline is the name of the game. Buy at close, buy at up close. So this one, buy on up close when the green dot shows up. Okay. Don't just buy on close, but buy on up close. Great. All right. Here we go. Another candle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Winner, chicken dinner. This is 15 winning trades so far. Next one, bar reverses, waiting for the green candle to shows up. It does here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another winning trade. Whenever you decide to trade the London session, whether Ray, you want to do it then. I know Miss Carter, I think, trades early in the morning as well, if I remember from our conversations. But there are people that trade the London session. Here's another trade. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 17. Another one. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 18. We're up $2,300, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 19 winning trades. Another one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm sorry. It shows up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another one. 20. No reverse, no reverse, no reverse. This one reverses. It goes up for a loss. It only goes up one candle for us and then reverses. So that's a loser. And that's the end of the day. So at the end of just today alone, okay, 31 trades total were taken with that particular setup. We are net positive $2,400, almost $2,500, including fees. And it's not, I got to understand this, that, and the other. I don't need to have 50 points. I don't need any of that. I was doing 20 ticks at a time. I'm up $2,500, a 76% win rate. And you all saw me do it. I'm not trying to make this up. I'm not cherry picking any days. I'm not doing any of this other stuff. And again, it's 4 o'clock, but what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go back to the beginning. So this is 10 days back now. So this, I don't remember what day this is, but here, we'll start here at September 19th. So this is September 19th. All I did was select 10 days for this entire chart. And I'm going to go through this again. Pink background, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll start here. One winner. Go again, pink background, 1, 2, 3, 4, another winner. We're going to do this one until we qualify. Here, nope, that's not it. That's not it as well, because this bar closes up, although it's a pink background. Here, pink background, 1, 2, 3, reverses. This is a break-even trade. Goes back, 1, 2, 3, 4, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Waiting, 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 looking for good opportunities, no opportunities. Right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, winner. No reverses, no reverses. This one goes down, never comes back up. This one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, another winner. 1, 2, 3, 4, another winner. This one here, not a trade. Although the dots are here, the background is the same. It's a reversal. Here, actually, no, sorry. See, I got confused. So this one should be in the opposite direction. It's not. So this is the setup. 1, 2, 3, reverses on me, break even trade. 1, 2, 3, another reversal, break even trade. Enter here, 1, 2, 3, 4, winning trade. Waiting, 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 pink background. Here, I would have taken this trade. 1, nope, that's a loser, first loss. Nothing here. So notice that this shows up, right? But it's a light pink background. It's not the full background. By the time the dot shows up with the pink background, it's a reversal bar. I'm not entering into that trade. I will enter into this one though. 1, 2, 3, but not 4. It's a break-even trade. Here again, 1, 2, turns around. It's another break-even trade. So do you understand what I'm saying? An end of day drawdown makes more sense because in each one of these break-even trades, I would have lost, $50 of available drawdown times 2 contracts. I'm down $100 in my available drawdown. Is it a lot of money? No. Does it add up? You better believe it does. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's another winner. So can you go through the 1, 2, 3, 4, which one is the win and which one is the break even and the loss? Sure. So I was hoping that maybe like my cursor is showing you here, but when I say 1, 2, 3, 4, what I'm literally counting is the number of bars that close because each bar is 5 ticks. So I'm trying to get 20 ticks per trade. So I'm doing 5 times 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 20 ticks for me. That's a winner. In this instance, okay, we would enter into here. We go up 1 bar, that's 5 ticks. Go up the second bar, that's 10 ticks. The candle reverses, but at 10 ticks, my stop loss moves to break even. So I would have gotten out at break even here to make this a break even trade because it reversed on me. Does that part make sense to you, Ray? Gotcha. Because Darian, just because you want to wait until the bar closes. Because let's say it's an intra-bar move where the dot shows up and then it reverses on you. Then what? So again, this is about discipline. I'm showing you right now that the strategy that I am doing has an 88.89% win rate. Why are you asking me to do something different? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, this works. Why are we trying to mess with what's working? Okay. 88%, we're winning. Don't mess with it. Just do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's another winner. Yes. Tick does. I've used the trade copier with Tick, and it worked just fine. Here's another one. So this is enter here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is another 20 ticks. This is 10. It reversed the green background again. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is another 20 ticks. This is 11 winning trades. Okay. We go again. We enter here. 1 candle, 2 candles open. It reverses. This is another break even trade. In this instance, we're entering in here. This is again another 2 candles and it reverses on us. So this is another break even trade. This one, we enter into here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is a 20 tick winner. This is 12 ticks right here. We're up $2,000 here. 1, 2. This is another break even trade. This one here, enter in 1, reverses on me. This is another losing trade. Enter here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is another winning trade. Again, I won't do this all day. Maybe I won't even just show the third example, but I assure you that the third example, let me see if I have it here. Hold up. Let me see. No, I don't. So I'm not going to mess with it. I'm just going to show you these 2 examples. And then you can go and test this on your own because that's your homework assignment anyway. So you enter on the second dot of the second candle. So what I'm saying here is in this instance, you will see that. So let's say this is a unclosed bar right here. So we don't have any additional information. Let me just go all the way to the right. Right. So you're seeing this right here, Adam, if you can see it, but the bar hasn't closed yet. The dot will still be there, although the bar hasn't closed. What I'm saying is when I see that this red dot is here and this bar is looking to close down with a pink background, I have pressed the sell on down close and there is a limit order already sitting there waiting. Damn it. And I think when I just pressed that button, I just went way back to the beginning. So I lost it. So you're going to have to, I shouldn't have did it. But what I'm saying is when I press that button again, so when that next, okay, beautiful, it went back. So when that next bar closes, okay, boom, it automatically going to enter you into the trade. So I don't know if we counted this one. Does anybody remember if we counted that one, this winner? But I know this one, next one closes up, but we'll go here to this next one. That is another winner. 14 trades. We're at 2160. I just want to show you that you can actually qualify for these accounts, right? That I'm not joking. Okay, here we go. This bar, 1, 2, 3, it reverses on us. This is another break-even trade. So even another trade within the same color after a wick up and reverse. I'm not sure what you mean there, bro. Oh yes. So this is the example. Let me just remember where I am. Actually, I'll just use this as an example. So let's say we went here. This is a winner, right? The bar reversed on us. It closed, but the dot is still here. The background is still the correct color and it closes down. I'm going back in on that trade. You don't have to. You may just want to capture the first one. But again, for me, I'm saying that I'm just using this as an example of taking every trade. I'm not trying to cherry pick. So I can't be accused of, or you just picking the ones that you know are going to work from confirmation bias because you see the candles. I'm taking every trade so you can see, even though I'm taking every trade, this is an 87% win rate. They're like, I'm showing you something that genuinely works. Okay. This one, we enter into here. Again, would I have taken this trade? Hell no, because we're at the low of the day right now. I wouldn't do this, but in this example, 1, 2, break even. That's another break even trade. This one, pink background, bar closes, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a winning trade. This is 15 winning trades. This one is not a valid trade because it closes up, not down. This one is because it closes down. 1, 2, 3, 4, another winning trade. What I'm going to do is just show you until I get to the $3,000 to qualify for a $50,000 account. Again, I advertise this as $1 million in funded accounts. You can do the same thing with $10,000, $50,000 accounts because it's 10 contracts versus 14 contracts. I'm doing this with 2 contracts, just 2. Okay. Can you pull up the settings for RTY? I want to verify 4, 10, and 20. Sure. Last Unirenco 4, 10, and 20. Can you see it? Going back 10 days. Are we good, Dwight? Cool. All right. So I don't remember if I counted this one, so I'm going to skip it. 1, 2, 3, break even. This is another break even trade. This one here, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's another winning trade. We're just $300 away, guys. This is where most people self-sabotage. They add more contracts. I just need to do one trade. Let me trail. They do all the dumb stuff at this point instead of just staying disciplined with what we're doing. Okay. Here, another trade. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, 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 boom. Would I have taken this trade? More than likely not, because just how far the down move went before it was this actual button. But again, I'm not cherry picking trades. I enter into here, 1, 2, it reverses on me. It's another break even trade. Looking for the next opportunity, enter here, 1 candle, 2 candle, reverses on us. This is another break even trade. $130 away, ladies and gentlemen. Enter in here, 1 tick, 1 candle, 2 candles, going back at break even. Here, I'm looking at this particular candle. This one here, I would have entered in here to not cherry pick. That would have been a loser. I could not enter here. So let me just say why I'm not entering this trade. I cannot enter at this trade at 16.59. So this is when settlement is. We can't enter into those trades anyway. I'm not cherry picking. We literally cannot get into that trade. All right, here we go. The next one. 1, that would then have been a loser. Here, 1, 1, 2, then turned around on us. This is another break-even trade. Pink background, getting here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's another winning trade. Again, sorry if this is taking long, but I'm just trying to show you just like that we can actually qualify for one of these. This one would have been a loser. But again, I'm also taking these at non-optimal times. Okay, this is 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not up at 3 o'clock in the morning. So like in most instances, you're not going to take every single trade where you may find that there are certain times where it just doesn't make sense and you're losing, but still 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is 20 winning trades. Notice we've done 40 trades total in this amount of time. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm not seeing your screen anymore. Not sure. Can anyone else see my screen? Okay, Simone, it might just be as simple as, you know, you're leaving the Zoom room and coming back, and I'll wait for you. We'll wait on Simone to come back. Hey, Miss Simone, can you see it now? Beautiful. All right, let's keep going. This one's a green background, would have been a loser. Entered in this next trade here, right? Green background, 1, 2, 3, 4. This would have been a winner. This one here would have been a loser. So it's a 7. And now we're going like just kind of back and forth on times where you're going up a little bit, down a little bit, but still 1, 2, 3 would have turned around. This is another break even trade, but we're still sitting here at like $2,300-$2,400. This one closed down. This one's a loser. This one here, 1 would have reversed, would have been a loser, but the next one, I'm just looking at it, would have been a winner right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's a winning trade. So we're here up at 2130. I do just want to give you an example of just us 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then over to reverse. It's another break-even trade. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a winner, 23. Notice here, still 71% win rate, 12 net positive trades. We've taken 50 trades. Here we go again, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a winner. If we would have entered in, if we would have come in reversed, we would have been stopped out. Okay, so that's a loser for 10. And we would have entered right back in here because I'm not cherry picking. We would have got back in and got the winner again. I just want to prove that we can do this, and then I want to show you the advanced version. So then 1, 2, 3, 4. This is another winner, 26. Bar closes up, goes back down. Here's another one, 27. Waiting, waiting, waiting. No dots, no dots, no dots. Here, 1, 2, 3. So another break-even trade. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a winning trade, and that should take us over the edge. $3,040. Like we just qualified, okay, for a $50,000 account. I just showed you how it works in real time. So in both instances, okay, just today alone, taking these trades, you would have had a 76% win rate. That was in 31 trades. At 56 trades, I'm still having a 73%, almost a 74% win rate, okay? And again, this isn't complicated. This isn't, clench your butt cheek in the right way and hope that it prays and it goes 50 points, okay? This is just have the color be the same as the dot that you're doing, enter into the trade without any sort of trepidation or worry, and just get into the trade and trust the percentages. Even if this was 55%, 60%, you're still winning more often than not. You can still be able to trade again tomorrow. You run into trouble, okay, when you start adding more contracts, when you start moving your stops, when you start to do all these other things counter to just sticking to a regular plan. So here I just showed you, no, I don't think Johnny is in the Discord. I sent him the link, but I don't think he ever joined. So Johnny, if you do need the Discord link, you can. I'll use this link here. Oh, that's not the right one. Sorry, that was the Google spreadsheet. That is the Discord link. Okay, so that's being able to do it. I don't think I need to give you any more proof than that. Do you all need more proof that like you can actually pass these things with this particular one? Okay, here, I'll show you the exact ATM that I'm doing. So there are two different versions of the ATM. There's the basic one, and then there's the advanced one. So again, if you just use right lines that comes out of the box, this is not going to work for you. This particular ATM that I'm doing here, I'm doing still their 4-star. So they're RTY 2 contract for you. So there's that one. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm opening up and I'll click edit and I'll show you the exact ATM. So again, 2 contracts being launched, 20 stop loss, 20 take profit on each one of the contracts. And the strategy is to break even 10, meaning that if it goes up 10 ticks, my stop loss now moves automatically to break even. And if it hits my stop loss, I'm out of the trade. Okay, that is the ATM. It's simple. It keeps you in the game. It keeps you trading for the long run. Now, I want to just, for those that I just know inevitably, they aren't going to want to listen to me. They're going to want to try to capture a whole bunch of moves. They're going to try to get as much money as possible. I already know this is the case. I thought about it in advance, and I'm just going to show you what those guys, because I know you're not going to listen. I'm not saying that your success rate is going to be as high, but I'll show you exactly what you can do. So in these moments, and I know I've got people that were in the room that were like, okay, Marcus, you only got 20 ticks here, but look at all this damn money you left on the table, right? Look at all this damn money. You could have got all of these ticks, not just the 20 ticks you were looking for. See, that's why you need to figure out a way to capture the whole move. I get that part. What I would explain to you if you had just been going through the video, and then if you watched the replay of this, notice just how many times we got 4 candles and that was it. Okay? We didn't get 10, we didn't get 20. We didn't know when that move was going to go because we were taking every trade. We really just got the 4, maybe 5, and that was it. Okay, so we got the 20 ticks. But there are times, ladies and gentlemen, when you do get these longer moves where you can capture more of this. So I want to show you how you're able to capture this with the tools that you have available to you right now. Okay, now listen to what I'm saying. You will give more money back to the market. You won't win as often, and your statistics will be off in terms of how many trades you need to win because you're not telling it exactly how much money you're trying to get. So this is a less optimal strategy, but for those people that aren't listening to me and want a less optimal strategy that still works, I'm going to show you what it is. So in these moments, if you're trying to catch a move like this, I have created and changed the ATM to look more like something like this one. So this one says 1RR, which means 1 risk to reward. This one is XRR, meaning whatever your risk to reward is going to be. And here's what I'm doing. Just a stop loss. That's it. 20 tick stop loss. Okay. Take profit is at 0, meaning there is no take profit on this trade. You will get out based on how the market moves, not what you're doing. Notice there is also no break-even strategy. So you're not capturing any of the money. If it moves to your break-even point, you are literally going with the whims of how the market moves. Okay, when you enter into a trade like this, I want to show you what you can do to capture most of the move. So here's what needs to happen. You would have a stop loss that looks like this, and don't try to get cute and go, well, I'll just put a break-even. Don't do it. Like I'm telling you, this is the way to do it to capture the meat of the move without getting stopped out unnecessarily. So what you want to do is have an ATM that looks like this, that just has the initial stop loss to make sure that you don't lose more than you're supposed to lose based on your risk profile. And then when you enter into a trade, so let's say in this situation, okay, you sell on down close. When you enter into this next candle, your stop loss will be up here at 20 ticks. It will stay there at 20 ticks. But what happens is immediately when you get into the trade, what you need to do is select the close on up close button. What that's going to do is it will follow this trade every candle down, and it will only close when the next candle closes up. So once it closes up here, it will get you out of the trade, but you get to capture all of this move. So as soon as you get into the trade, sell on down close, you immediately okay? Press the close on up close button so that it can trail the trade for you. And it's going to go all the way down until the next candle closes up. It will get you out of the trade. If that means, okay, in some instances where you do it, let's say here, okay, and you're going 1, 2, and then it reverses on you. Well, guess what? The next candle that closed up has you down 10 ticks. So you've actually lost money on this trade. It happens more often than you think, which is why I'm telling you this is not an optimal strategy. But if you want to use it, I'm showing you exactly how to do it. So then in this next instance, again, you would get in here, you would immediately press close on up close. You would follow this trade all the way down, and it would get you out here. Right? This is how this works. That's how you're able to do that if you want to capture more moves. Again, as your coach, I'm telling you, it doesn't happen as often as you think it does. You would be much better to just get your 20 ticks and stop. Okay. But for those people who are hard-headed and want to trail, that's how you do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I got. I don't know what else to show you. Like 73% win rate, 76% win rate. We're qualifying for these accounts. I made $2,400 in today's trade session alone. That was just today that we made almost $2,500. So, so row goes now, but real talk. Passing combines and getting rid of the drawdown. That is the, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Like, you don't need to capture these huge moves, and you can try once the drawdown has turned off. But I'm being honest with you. I don't know, besides like before you got to me, I don't know of one person that has ever told me that they've gotten to the point. There's maybe 2 people here that told me before they started working with me that they've actually gotten paid. Okay. So I know that I'm talking to a group of people that are frustrated because they didn't have something that works. I've just proven to you that this works. Doesn't require a whole bunch of rocket science, doesn't require you to be a marketing expert, a market expert. You don't need to be a numbers person. You just need to follow colors and follow directions. If I had time, which I don't, because we're already at an hour and a half, I would then go back to June and I would do the same exercise, but just as a quick glance, I'll show you here. That's a winner. That's not a trade. That's not a trade. But I will go back in here. That's not a trade. That's a winner. That's a winner. Like I can go back here and show you that this still works. It doesn't matter the time. It doesn't matter the date. It doesn't matter any of those things. This thing really does work. Hey, Marcus Howard here from Tradechology. Are you a futures trader looking to scale your available trading capital to $1 million? Well, we guarantee $1 million in trading capital when you work with us. We'll distill our experience of running a hedge fund to help you hyperscale to $1 million in funded trading capital. In fact, we guarantee that if we don't secure it within 12 weeks, we will continue to work with you for free until that goal is achieved. And here's the best part. We'll show you how to automate the entire process. So once we've helped you develop your winning strategy, the implementation of that strategy will be handled by an award-winning automated trading system. So if we decide to work together, you're literally guaranteed to have $1 million in capital to trade with. Sound too good to be true? Then click on this ad and let me back up everything I've just said. You'll see several 6- and 7-figure traders who we've helped scale to $1 million in trading capital and beyond. You'll also see a video that explains how we generate results and how, when we work with you, we can help you to hyperscale your available capital in just weeks. If that sounds good to you, click below to get the full details, and if you like the idea, let's talk. I'll see you there.